Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Yes, I know I am a beardless cat right now. I know I just thought I'd shave after my dad trolled me, so I was like, let me shave. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking like a baby again. But yeah, so this chapter, I actually really enjoyed this chapter. Again, the battle scenes still not amazing. Still don't love the battle scenes. Still kind of confusing. The battleground itself is still weird to like just picture. Are they in space? Are they on the ground? And if they're in space, why don't they fly under the wall or over the wall? And it's like, it just gets kind of weird. It's like I know I don't. The world isn't fully established in certain criterias. I think maybe they should have chose a better battleground for this. And one good example is the intro of the chapter when we see Jahad versus the Hidden Grove. You know what I'm saying? He fights the Hidden Grove, which is, Goan, Cha. Goan is Flower Lady that I've been calling Flower Lady for ages, and Cha is Goan's future ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I called him. And then it basically showed how Locke betrayed the Hidden Grove and how, Jahad, who was supposed to be asleep, ended up being awake. Even though I don't know why do these powerful guys seem to go into this crazy sleep where you can kill them. I don't really get. I kind of hate that whole scenario. It's like, you know what I'm saying. I think the Thor comic book kind of popularized it with Odin's sleep. He sleeps for like a very long time because he's so infinitely powerful that he needs that kind of and sleep in order to keep himself going. And that's the Odin sleep is when he's weakened enough where you can kill him. Now, I don't know. It just feels like every character in this that's strong seemingly has it. Yamcha had it, or Yama had it, and now it's looking like Jahad has it as well, which is just it's just a glaring weakness that I wish or hope they didn't have. Now I know Yama is even super strong, even in his sleep or whatever. But yeah, these idiots anyway, they pulled up thinking they can defeat Jahad. Jahad finessed all of them. And then Poe, the guy that Locke, used, like, gave his information to. He's from the Khun family as well. He gave him information about the Hidden Grove's plan to kill Jahad. And because he didn't want them to die, he kind of promised, asked them, please keep them alive. And they did. I did think that Poe was going to betray that, but he actually didn't. He kept them, but he kept Luck under his thumb by saying that if you don't do what I tell you, I'ma kill all your people. So it's like one of those situations. It was like a catch-22. So he had no choice but to begin working with Jahad and Poe. So because of that, over time, you probably you have this one goal, and it's the only thing that's kept you alive because you felt like it was your fault in the first place that your people are in this circumstance, and all the massacres that happened that day against Jahad might have been prevented because they would have had a slight more hope of defeating Jahad if the rest of the team was there, or if they could even plan a way to escape. But because he betrayed the Hidden Grove, everybody essentially died, and only his close friends from the Hidden Grove remained. Everybody else that came through got destroyed by Jahad. So that was some crazy shit. I really liked that part of the story. He gave us some background on Luck, and okay, look, we kind of get your motivations. We understand what you're doing. But he's the one that destroys the flagship, and ultimately the cage as well. He blows it all up, but he seems fine. He's like right next to it, but he doesn't seem like he's dead. But anyway, he said I think that he's probably gonna die from the explosion because he's literally in the heart of the damn thing. And also he did say one thing that was I really liked. Look, it doesn't forgive him for all his sins, but he said something that was really interesting. He said that I even though Poe might be lying again, I just wanna have peace. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna have peace. He wants to know that he tried everything in his power to protect his friends. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept them alive, but he didn't free them. He said, "Look, no matter if this plan fails or succeeds, I'm gonna do my part. But please, just let go of my friends when this all this is over." And he did. He let go. Well, I don't know if he did, but he did his part. Locke did his part, so we're hoping Poe is gonna carry out his word, but he's a Khun, so we don't really know. Khun people are kind of kind of unique or different. You know what I'm saying? So that was that part of this. The chapter was definitely super amazing. Then we had Calavan, who was trying to prevent Bam from using his arrow. Now we weren't sure what he was going to do with the arrow. I thought he was going to use it to hit the wall in order to remove the spell, but instead he did something completely out the water. He teleported the cannon essentially that's going to shoot the needle and he put his power on it so that it can break the spell when it shoots. So he did like a dual thing. Now I don't know how he did the teleportation. I'm not sure how it works. Again, the powers aren't like fully explained. I'm sure some blogs somewhere explains it, but within the story that we're reading, it hasn't really been explored. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out these blogs just to get some further and better insight into the story, because it feels like there's a lot of extra stuff there that makes the story even more interesting. Because right now the story is being told just is kind of confusing at times, and this is kind of one of those things. I'm like, okay, he did teleportation, but when did he learn that? How does he know to do that? Like, how does the teleportation even work? You know what I'm saying? Him teleporting something else. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? Like, does he expand Sinsu? Like, how does the mechanics of it work? You know what I'm saying? Is it just his ability? Is it an ability that he took from someone? I'm a little bit confused. If somebody knows better, please comment that down below. I am slightly overwhelmed by the information in this chapter a little bit. Just that's one of the things I just didn't get. I don't dislike that he could do that right now. I'm actually okay with kind of what they did. I don't think they needed teleportation. I think maybe he could have just like put like Sensu over to protect it. But he did ask Yama to not overexert himself because they're going to need him to attack when they get through the wall. And because of that, you know, look, Yama didn't go all out, I think, in defending the blast. And it seemed like most of the people escaped the cage and most of them survived, if not all of them. So, the good guys are winning right now. And then now, obviously, Calivan made that promise that if this fails and my team dies for nothing, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking like he might go and finesse. I think it's Poe. I think he might just go and kill that dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he told him already. Now, White was actually really really surprised by how much power Calivan had. He was like, "How do you still have this much power? Like how are you doing this? Like we've been finessing you. Like how you just been concealing all this power?" And he was trying to blow past White in order to stop Bam. But unfortunately White was just, doing enough to sustain Calivan. But in the last second it showed like a flashback. There wasn't much talking. It wasn't 100% clear, but I'm assuming Calivan might be sacrificing himself to protect the 4 squadron members. But it's not certain. He was just like in front of the explosion, and then it showed him like thinking of his teammates. I don't know if he's just reminiscing the fact that they're dead, or if he's like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself and maybe teleport them out and put myself in there. I'm not 100% sure. But the explosion finished, it seemed like, and Poe and them were like, yeah, the 4 squadron is dead. We continue on with our plan. And all the Labias and all the other guys and the commanders, they were all like, yeah, that's actually exciting. I'm glad that they got through, because now I can get to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Because they always got to send people to fight. They can't really fight themselves that much, that often, unless you Calivan and you got an important mission like capturing Bam's master, which he did successfully. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? But I like this chapter, man. I don't have too much complaints, minus anything that I've previously mentioned before. Again, I do think the powers, the fight scenes is just too explosive. I don't really see what moves they're doing. It's just like boom, white slash, 4 lines, blue slash, 4 lines, purple slash, 4 lines. You know what I'm saying? But Gohan, I really liked what Gohan was trying to do. She was trying to go and protect the people because she doesn't want bloodshed. That's her main goal. Is she doesn't want normal bloodshed. It's kind of, I don't want to say idiotic, but it's just kind of like youthful almost. You know what I'm saying? That she still feels this way after all this time. But again, she did conceal herself in a wall for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years for the sake of peace, for the sake of lack of bloodshed. So it makes sense that she's gonna pop out of that wall and still have that same mentality. She feel like she sacrificed most of her life and her own happiness, as well as her teammates, in order to preserve peace for as long as possible, even if it was futile, even if it wasn't real peace. But at least the people that grew up didn't know war like she knew war. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes her sacrifice kind of beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And that she still carries that same mentality is something I actually admire. You know what I'm saying? It makes her an interesting character. Now Cha was also doing the same thing. That's her future ex-boyfriend. She was doing the same thing. And again, Gohan is Flower Lady. He was doing the exact same thing, trying to protect as much as possible. One of Calivan's squadron tried to attack Bam because to try to stop him while Calivan was being occupied by White. And yo, Cha just blocked the whole shebang, man. There was like a whole bunch of people attacking, and Cha just blocked the whole shit. Like, what the? You know what I'm saying? He on some martial art shit. So yeah, and now White then said something really interesting. He said that Bam reminds him of his father. Now we know his father is from the Aryan family, and he's one of the strongest people in the tower. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting to know. I want to see how powerful he is. Is he Mazino powerful, more powerful than Mazino? We're not 100% sure. But yeah, definitely a chapter I enjoyed more than usual, at least especially in this arc. This has been probably my least favorite arc, I think, so far. I like bits of it definitely, but a lot of bits just, I don't know, it's just like battle and like not enough information, not enough character building, not enough emotional weight. Like currently, I don't care too much about most people dying. Like I like Luck's story, but if it was told a little earlier, I might care that he's dead or if he's gonna die. Like Calivan's, I think they did it well. They're dealing with it well. Him losing his squadron affects us if we care about Calivan. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think outside of that, Doom is still fighting, and so is Paul, but we haven't seen that battle in weeks now. So I don't know. It's kind of like, I think maybe the author is doing too much in this scenario. I think he should focus only on a few things, at a time. Like deal with Bam getting there and show us the results of the other people after. You know what I'm saying? So that the story feels more linear and more, more, it's a stronger focus. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's slightly loose, but obviously it's focused in the past few chapters, mainly focusing on White, Calivan, and just the battle there with Bam. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely like this chapter, man. Chapter 65 of season what 4. Anyways, been a boy Supreme Chi the God, man. We almost at 300. I'd like to thank you guys so much. 290, man. We're only 10 subscribers away, and we got 2 weeks left in this month. So let's get to that 300, ladies and gents. It's been your boy Supreme Chi the God. I'm out.